Hey Michaela, hey Joelle. Gonna be kind of whispering because my kids are upstairs. But I have a email I'm gonna send to you, and I'm gonna also attach a link to this video, which I'll be able to post directly to YouTube from the cloud. This dashboard that you see in front of me. It's pretty ironic that I have a Google Calendar thing here. It's just because I needed her email or something, but usually I don't have to use all of the tools that I used to use. Google Suite, Notion, Calendly, Superhuman, all these different tools. I don't need them anymore because I have the cloud. Thanks for the Amazon gift card, by the way. Appreciate that. So I'm just going to show you the cloud real quick. It has access to 25 apps or more. We have a pipeline for just endless and the ability for people to create their own. This will open up to a whole like marketplace industry kind of thing. Also a developer side studio to build apps. So you can build apps for clients, for yourself, whether it's like a full-on bakery like this. This client has spent over 40 grand with me. They just committed to another 10 to just simply do a call a week where we use AI to talk to the cloud. We're building out our documentation system, which the UI is like messed up here. This is a single prompt, but we're building like a docs.thecloud.so, but it will have real-time updates, so we don't have to push to GitHub. This will look actually way better if I just go to the... But we actually don't need to worry about this one because it's not done. It's all like messed up. I built hydrate.so, a water sourcing app where you sort of like can get water near you. Subscribed. I've been building out lots of sites. It's like a full custom site, you know. This, by the way, is the pitch. The money pitch is like, if all these companies are being replaced, like every day I find something else I can just do inside here, and then other people are discovering that too, and I can see how this would be a very steep financial outcome. And you can see the other side of the market that's tipping, and so you're like, oh, it makes sense that I can see the scale because I can see the wave that we're about to ride. We have apps for not only making apps, we have apps for like documenting, so pages. So here's the details on the prototype that we're building for a Mac Studio and Mac Mini competitor called the Nimbus, or it's just Nimbus. But I can also hop over to like my daily entry, which is like a sort of like my daily journal, or like my day one. So then it's just like, I just take notes, random things. We're building a point of sale system going live. This is our rev this month. And yeah, pages like Notion, but most of this is managed and generated from AI. So for example, like I'll just go to a random page. It's just created by my AI on this IDE. It's probably still working on it actually while we speak. Yeah, over here I think. Or right here. I don't know. But anyways, let's go to another one. See, it just creates tags, relative docs that it sends to other AIs, sends to agents, stores on my system. Some of these are actually like not just like crazy memory stuff that I'll never go look at. Some of these are like actual workspace things. So there's different like database views for that. I use this religiously, and everyone that gets on board with it uses it very religiously. You can manage and track all of your agents. So here you can see that one just finished. Here. These builders are running on my machine right now, which I'm surprised that this is being recorded right now because I'm running a lot on this machine, so I need funding for compute or revenue. So yeah, you can see all my direct AIs. So this one is creating a loop service. So you'll see here, it's a different one I'm not logged into, but it's running a loop to scout and get more inspiration for creating an open media library, which is growing. I just made something, never posted about it. It just grows. 200 people in the last 24 hours, or 140. And then you can kind of see where they come from. Usually it's from their AI to go get the thing and NPM pull the data. So you'll see a lot of like data centers. But like that's a data center. That's a data center. But that's not a bad thing. And so you start to get traffic, and then you realize like, oh, let's make them make an account to be able to do this, and let's teach the AI when it finds us what the value is of the cloud. And so that's what we've been scaling. That's the only marketing we've been doing. It's just like vast SEO footprint, sitemap, design. But imagine like giving this tool. This is anyone that makes an app can track in the same strategic regard. This will be all modular, so you'll be able to have like weather, tide tracker, build your own apps, use other people's, every step of the way. We're about to be able to walkie-talkie with Aura, but we can use Aura to connect which machine. So like you can see, I can connect to my MacBook and then talk to it. Switch to fast. That machine's off. We have local models, so I can run like a alpaca or a mule or these local watchdogs. So these run and watch the agents on duty. It's an agent on duty. You can migrate your social feed. So you just connect to Instagram through the tools and then just migrate. So we have all these different tools, GitHub, and then you can take a brand new AI, Codex, Claude, whatever, connect it through MCP, instantly have access to all the tools that you had, all the memory that you had, everything you were at, it's ready to go. So it's really helpful for like positions, seats, team, scaling, collaboration. If I'm running an agent, for example, here, let's look at these agents. Okay, so now we're running a few different archetypes. See Daniel's MacBook Pro. Things are starting to move. It's a little intimidating, but this is exciting. Because I haven't been running on my machine. I've normally had access to these other machines here that are in Oregon. And this was allowing me to ship like 250 updates a day with like, just kind of like, oh, I didn't even know. I just told it what to do and just like really critiqued my platform, and it just kept moving things forward. I just built nice hoists and contexts and skills and layers and guides to like bring it together, basically. So anyways, these are running and tagged to, I don't think they're tagged to the cloud as projects. So just every time I have like a little bug or I felt like it could have been a little smoother. Native. So here, the Fleet browser is 100% ours, confirmed. It's called Playwright Engine. Is Playwright ours? Oh yeah, so I made a pitch video and I just like dropped it on my desktop. I was like, use browser to blah blah blah. And so we can go ahead and watch this. Many agents need many browsers. That's my pitch. Let's get agents working across a terrain and inside teammate bubbles and clusters. I'm going to create League of Legends, but for humans to build things in real life and on the internet. And you guys can help me. I think Browserless, I think you guys should figure out a name that like consumers would understand too. Because Browserless, it's like, well, that's the whole point, is like you get access to a browser. So agent renders the app. Okay, every serverless render in the cloud drives a browserless compatible Chromium over CDP, 1 EMV variable, 3 product rails. Gives you access to a real-time, see, it's like, that's real-time, it's not just like a screenshot. And then consent and provenance enforced server-side, a worker cannot submit what a human didn't approve. So just creating more of like an intuitive interface between, I'm about to do this, how do you feel about it? Kind of like you see Claude sort of starting to do, where you see it, you can have different settings like that. Browser sessions become governed outcomes, and also more like metaverse vibes could potentially take place for agents to sort of like tangibly meet through the documentation of their presence in the digital and in the material and media that we can create with browserless technology. We can essentially create experiences and interactions and sort of almost like document the process of agents working at scale. And I think that's the whole point, is like, let's say there's 1 trillion agents running every day. Theoretically, we could go and watch their workday. That's where you guys have the biggest opportunity to build infrastructure, and that's what I want to help you with. And so you guys like funding or acquiring a piece of the cloud, I think would be a big play, and we can time it right. We don't have to announce it until we're absolutely ready. We have the right celebrities or partners in place that like align with us. But that's how I think. And I'm building hardware for this called the Nimbus. And I have a whole line of hardware that I want to create. And so I'm going to raise $5 million, and I'm going to be able to create most of this for demos, prototypes, media packaging, and be able to launch within 6 months of pre-sale. Many agents, constant web eyes and hands, warm named sessions, async renders. So warm named sessions, there's so many use cases for that, but think about just like enriched actions, so it doesn't sit there like a dud and be like, what do I do now? Like, hey, I very quickly interact with a sign-in, and I've very quickly seen that we've been here before. I know these permissions. And so we can create that with my vast memory architecture. Legit network posture, so live streaming agent work. There's so many things. Seeing what people are working on. Imagine a LinkedIn in the future where it's like, I can see that someone's running 80 agents that they're willing to show public, and I see what they're doing and how they're making an impact, and I can like support, sponsor, join, just applaud, you know? So you can see how this can evolve. You can see how this can become like universal. So you built the browsers, we built the agents. I would more so just say there's 2 ends of infrastructure that we can work on. And yeah, I hope you guys, I hope we get to talk. Thanks.